Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Tuesday, March the 4th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. Now we have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out, different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas. That would have your brains being a new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can, and of course you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you are wondering why I have a little bit more score going than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. Now you can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now this season is fairly close to coming to an end, so I did confirm this morning that Season 20, Season Pass Glow of the Ghoul, is actually coming on Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. So I had kind of predicted next week, March the 11th, but sure enough, Bethesda came out today saying Season 20, Glow of the Ghoul, March 18th, 2025. So just an FYI, we are 2 weeks away. So if you do have tickets on the current Season 19 Season Pass, I recommend using them because those tickets that you've earned do not roll into the next season. And once when the next season comes here on March 18th, those tickets will be gone. Alright, so just an FYI, if you're new to the game, those tickets are not transferable and you have to use them now or within the next 2 weeks before March 18th, 2025. So just an FYI there. And if you guys notice, I did get a glowing mask. I did play again yesterday during the Fashnet Day event while my video was uploading to YouTube. And sure enough, I got this glowing Abe mask, which is probably one of the masks that I really wanted to get. And finally, we got one here on the channel, so pretty happy about that. So I thought I'd kind of wear it there for today's daily and weekly challenge videos, just to kind of show you guys. And yeah, I appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys got your glowing mask there as well. Okay, let's take a look at these challenges here. Now there are a couple that we can kind of do in unison, so that's pretty good. Scrap junk to produce acid 5. So acid is a junk item where we can use the bulk and scrap method at our Tinker's Workbench here. When we go to any Tinker's Workbench, we go ahead and go craft. Go to the bulk section and bulk 1 acid. You need 2 plastic and 15 waste acid. You go ahead and you bulk your 1 acid, then you scrap it. This hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people that just like to get things quick and easy. But the bulk and scrap method wins every time. Now another good source of acid is, of course, if you happen to have a camp resource here in the game. It is called the Butterfly Sanctuary. Now I believe there is a Mothman moth sanctuary, somewhat of the same kind of thing. It's just a reskin of this one. And as you can see, you will collect waste acid passively while you play the game. Snallygasters are also a good source of acid, and I believe Yowai bears. So looking for junk items, fertilizer bags are a good source of acid. One of the best spots for that is right here at the Wixon Homestead. So let's pop over here today. I apologize if my voice sounds a little crackly. I'm kind of feeling a little bit better, a little under the weather the last 4 or 5 days, so I apologize if my voice is crackly, but I do have something on my mic to kind of keep that from happening. I'm not too sure if you guys can detect it or not. But, so where we want to go here once we're at Wixon Homestead is right here in this little shack. There are going to be some scorched around. As you can see, all kinds of bag of fertilizer, so we can grab a bag of fertilizer here. So 1 bag of fertilizer, you can see, gives us acid and fertilizer. So just an FYI. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe that's all that we need here. Let's check. Waste out. Yep, we just need 5 of them. And all we gotta do is scrap them. So we have a Tinker's Workbench right here, actually, so that's pretty handy dandy. Let's go ahead and scrap these bags of acid. Or sorry, bags of fertilizer, I should say. Right on, Jim. There we go. Scrap trying to produce acid 5 for 5. And again, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at. Alright, let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead and kill a Cryptid 1. So, different type of cryptids here in the game. I usually recommend the Grafton monsters myself. There's one that spawns up here at Hemlock Holes just to the south. There's one that spawns just north of Charleston Train Yard in that little dumping ground area here. There's one that spawns in a Black River, and that is right in between the Charleston Capitol building, the level 50 side, and the Somerville's Dam. So if you don't see him out, just kind of go down to that little Black River and he'll kind of pop up out of the river. Snallygasters are also considered cryptids. You come here, right here to this icon here, Charleston. It's going to bring you right to a bridge. There'll be one that spawns there. There'll be one a little bit further down towards the Charleston Capitol building. Right up here at Kitty Corner Cabins, there's a 50% chance to find 4 Snallygasters up here. Again, the other 50% chance is for rat scorpions, so just an FYI, not 100% up there. 100% chance up here at the Toxic Larry's Meet and Go, the triplets, I like to call them. 3 of them. And of course, right down here at the Flooded Train Yard, there's at least 6 Snallygasters down here. Wendigos are also a good source of cryptids. There's one right here in Lewisburg. 50% chance to find right here at the Hornwright Air Purifier Site 3. 25% chance at Three Ponds. 100% chance here at Dark Hollow Manor. I believe it's on the west side in one of those little kind of ravines if you've been in around that area. And right up here at Haven Church. Sometimes there's a bloated glowing one up there, so depends on what server you're on, but there will be a Wendigo that spawns there. And of course here at Wendigo Cave, again, it's a little bit higher level area. Just going to keep that in mind. Alright, let's go after a cryptid here. Let's just go right over here to good old Charleston. So you can just spawn here at Charleston Train Yard or Charleston Station, whatever you want to do. We can spawn in the Charleston train station side. All kinds of options there for you guys. Alright, let's go here. Go across this first red bridge. Let's haul our weapon out here. Yeah, that's right. You guys see that. And we got our bad boy here. Let's get her sneak on. Here he is right there. There we go. Kill a cryptid 1 for 1 done, just like that. And one thing that's really that waste acid there from the Grafton monster too, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so one thing good about these Grafton monsters is their cooldown is about a half hour, 30 minutes. So if you're on the same server and you kill this guy, you come back a half an hour, he'll be back. Right, just an FYI there, pretty good. And that goes for the other 3 locations for the Grafton monster that I had just mentioned. Alright, let's see what's next here. Go ahead, kill a cultist 10. Many great spots we could find cultists in around the wasteland. We're looking for this particular icon right here for the majority of the map. One of the few exceptions to that is, of course, over here at Point Pleasant, but we know we can find at least 20 cultists here, okay? Squishy cultists here up in the forest. We do have Clancy Manor. We have the Oregon Cave. It's a little bit of a maze down there, but there are 3 different entrances to the Oregon Cave. Again, Point Pleasant. A little bit more of a challenge these guys can be. Crossroads. Right down here at the Lucky Hole Mine. Johnson's Acre, just to name a couple of places, okay? In those areas that could be a little bit higher levels, just an FYI. And the Kanawha County Cemetery. Just as let's pop in there today. That will set us up for the next daily challenge. Let's see what we got for grenades on us here. Couple Molotovs. Yeah, let's use that. Alright. So we're going to go right up to the church. Sometimes, depending on the server, these guys are kind of wandering around, but not near as much as they used to. That guy went to Jupiter there. The guy's like yelling at me way over there. Oh. Lock and load, Jimmy boy. Huh. Where'd they go? They must be hiding or something. Oh, that's weird. Usually be at least 10 of them there. We know there's one at least on top of there. Let's grab this junk here. Yeah, let's pop upstairs. We'll get that one. Oh. I see up there. Ah, see that? That was awesome. Love it. It's been a little while since I've used this weapon. Alright, there we go. Done. Just like that. Nice. Alright, let's see what's next here. Oh, there's one more still around. He's way up there, though. That's okay. Can we get him from up down here, I wonder? Oh, yeah. Whee! Good stuff. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's see what's next here. Collect Mothman eggs 3. Okay, good stuff. So, collect Mothman eggs. We have a couple great spots for those. There's a lot of great spots here at Point Pleasant. I would say this is probably one of the best spots. We have down by the river, and we have in around the main road, right by the museum, next to the statue. Okay, there's all kinds of them there. A bunch of them up here in the house of Clancy Manor. There'll be some right in Oregon Cave. As I mentioned, there's just one cave. And these are just 3 different entrances to it. Of course, right where we are at the Kanawha County Cemetery. Lucky Hole Mine. And right up here, Crossroads. Not a whole lot up here, just a couple. Now, right here, turn our light on here. We're actually going to go right back down where we spawned in. So, if you don't come here after your cultists, okay, when you spawn in, you don't even have to, go after those cultists at all. When you spawn in, you can just go right to this shed right here, okay? Right to this shed, and there'll be 3 of them here, okay? So we got one patch here, one there, and one there, okay? So if you're new to the game and you don't realize this, and this happens for a lot of things like this, and a lot of vegetation, such as brain fungus, glowing fungus, if you come to these areas, and this is just more so for the very new folk, never played this game before, when you see this and you think, okay, there's something wrong with my game here, Jim, I can't pick these up, I can see them, but I can't pick them up. There's nothing wrong with your game, it's just the way the game is, alright, unfortunately, and that's just an FYI. And we do have a camp resource for this as well. Let's quickly go back to our camp. I just want to show the camp resource off, because you guys know that's what I'm all about. And more so for the folks that are kind of returning to the game. Maybe you guys forgot about it, but we'll just quickly go over that. Let's head out back here. Well, that's kind of trippy there. I was like, uh-oh, don't crash on me. Where is it here? Okay, this guy here. So this Mothman nest, I think we got this about 2 years ago. It is a camp resource that passively collects 4 Mothman eggs. So those of you who maybe played the game, maybe, you know, 2 years ago or more, you would have done a special event around Halloween during that time. I did do a little video on it there, so in the video it tells you exactly what event it was. But it's one of those special 2 weeks events, and since that time I've never seen this Mothman nest ever being available before or since then in the Atomic Shop, so it was always like one of those one-time deals. But there's just to let you know that there is a camp resource for this, and you may have it if you're a returning player. Okay. Sell Mothman egg omelette to an NPC vendor 1. So again, I just showed you all those great spots for the Mothman eggs, and we'll quickly go over that here just in case for those people that are kind of using the timestamps. Clancy Manor. The best places here at Point Pleasant, down by the water's edge, and in around the statue next to the museum. Right in that little red barn at the Kanawha County Cemetery, fairly close to where you spawn in. Lucky Hole Mine, right over here. And up here, there's just a little bit up here at the crossroads, just an FYI. And of course, this Mothman nest. Okay, so once when you collect your Mothman egg, you have to cook it. And once when you harvest a Mothman egg, you automatically learn Mothman egg omelet. It's not a recipe you have to go buy or find. You automatically learn it as soon as you pick up a Mothman egg. Okay, let's go to our cooking station here. And this is the most important part. If you try to sell the Mothman egg as is, it's not going to work. Let's go all food. Mothman egg omelet, so 1 Mothman egg and 1 wood. Again, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up a Mothman egg. So now we have our Mothman egg here. Egg omelet, I should say. What do we have to do with it? Sell it to an NPC vendor. So that means any robot vendor at any train station on the map. Any robot vendor down here at the mall. So we use the north entrance. You can use the front door entrance if you so wish. Just an additional loading screen to get to the mall. We have the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. We have vendor bought resin in the main building. We have the White Church here in Flatwoods. We have Dutchess up here at the Wayward. Of course, we have the twins over here at the Foundation, the Sunny Top twins, whatever you want to call them. And of course, traveling merchants, which we see, you know, in our camps, other players' camps, etc. We're just going to go next door because we're right next to a train station. Just happened to be. Let's go ahead and go trade. Mothman egg omelet. There we go. Sell Mothman egg omelet to an NPC vendor. 1 for 1 done. Just like that. Nice. Alright, let's see what's next here. Alright, cook a meat-based meal 5. Okay, so again, don't get this confused with this one. Okay, this one here, actually go ahead and collect meat and then cook it. Alright, so we can get meat from killing insects, Mirelurks, Brahmin, different type of animals like mongrels, etc. I find one of the best spots, and usually my go-to, and everyone's go-to, is right here in good old Flatwoods at any level. Let's pop down here in good old Flatwoods here. Now again, if you want to go after some Mirelurks, you want to go after some mongrels up at Aaronhold Homestead, you know, some insects, what have you, nothing wrong with that either. So when you spawn here in Flatwoods, of course, right here at the Green Country Lodge, we have 3 mole rats, 1 opossum. A little bit further up the road, we have the 3 mongrels. Right up here on the hill, sometimes it varies depending on the server. Sometimes it's rad stags, foxes, rabbits, or squirrels up there. That little bus shelter, there'll be 2 rad roaches. And of course, right here in good old Flatwoods is about 9 Brahmin. Real good spot. And again, just like harvesting vegetables, and as I mentioned with the Mothman eggs, as soon as you pick up the meat, off of any animal or insect or mylark, you automatically learn a simple recipe, okay? So just an FYI. Let's take care of this Brahmin here. As soon as you pick up that Brahmin meat, you will learn ribeye steak automatically. It's as easy as that is. Someone's doing some shooting. Oh, what's going on here? Scavenger. Oh, he must have... This weapon's got an explosive effect on it. He must get a little bit of splash damage there. Alright, let's go down here. And we will cook these up. You can go to any cooking station. You go back to your camp. Someone else's camp. You have little cooking stations like this in many great spots. Let's go ahead to the cooking station here. Look at that mask. Isn't that awesome? All food. We get these ribeye steak here. We're going to cook again. A simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Brahmin meat. And the same thing for all the other types of meats, and when you harvest corn and razor grain, all that stuff. Simple recipes. Right, so there's our meat. That's how you do it the old-fashioned way. And again, there's like 4 more Brahmin just over here. You're kind of walking around. There'll be 2 more Brahmin on the other side of that tavern up on the hill. And there's Mr. and Mrs. Opossum, one here, and his mates just on the other side there, so to speak. Alright, let's see what's next. Eat a cooked meal 10. Okay, so again, as I just demonstrated, the old-fashioned way, right here in good old Flatwoods, is probably the best spot at any level. Everyone should be able to do this one as well. Again, you can also go after a plant-based meal, go after some corn, razor grain if you have that stuff in your camp. Of course, good spot for some corn and razor grain and plants. Cobbleton Farm, Aaronhold Homestead. Down here through Flatwoods, if you craft some teas, using a simple blood leaf tea. Corn here at Silva Homestead, razor grain here at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor at that red barn under the overpass. At the Pumpkin House. Out behind the General Steakhouse, nice little patch back there. Right down here in this row, there's a lot of unmarked farms down there. FYI. All right. So actually, let's make a tea. We'll make a simple blood leaf tea. It's a great spot for some blood leaves, as you guys know, that to kind of show off here on the channel. I can find any. Holy mackerel. Alright, there we go. So as soon as you pick up a blood leaf, you learn simple blood leaf tea. Let's go get some corn. Let's go to Silva Homestead here. Pick up some corn here. I don't have any crops in my new camp. And again, even if you're a carnivore, if you have crops in your camp, just go ahead and make some, corn soup or razor grain soup, what have you. Easy peasy. Let's grab some corn here. Oh, those guys are gone. There we go. And again, when you are harvesting crops, there is a perk card that will help you out under perception. It is called Green Thumb. Twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. Alright, let's head back to our camp here and cook some of the stuff up, shall we? And again, you can go to, most train stations, another player's camp, whatever's closest to you if you want. Put our cooking station here. Go all food. Oh, we need some boiled water for our corn soup. Now, we have this water boiler here. If you don't have a water boiler, all it does is just saves us a smidge bit of time from having to boil water. But, if you have a fountain, a sink, a body of water near you, 2 dirty water equals 1 boiled water, okay? Go back to our cooking station here. All food. Let's craft some corn soup. Again, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up corn. Now, we do have camp resources that are also considered a cooked meal. And a meat-based meal, such as this Deathclaw slow cooker, not only collects meat, but it cooks it at the same time. So, a cooked meal or a meat-based meal. Mylark steamer, same thing. Not only collects meat, but cooks it. Again, meat-based meal, a cooked meal. Pemmican collector, we got back in Season 17, Season Pass for everyone. Pemmican, you know, meat-based meal or a cooked meal. Right, so we do have pemmican on us. Let's grab some jerky. Let's grab rat scorpion steak. There we go. So just to show you, under stats and effect, that I am a carnivore mutation. Oh, is that noise? Not sure. Let's go under item. Let's go ahead. We're going to eat a corn soup. So as you can see, even eating a plant-based meal, being a carnivore, it's still going to count. As long as it's a meal, it's all that matters. Let's eat a rat scorpion steak from the Deathclaw slow cooker. Let's eat Mylark jerky from our Mylark steamer. We forgot to cook the blood leaf tea. Let's go ahead and do that. All drinks. Let's drink some blood leaf tea there. So see, there's simple blood leaf tea. See how that works? Pretty good, eh? And then ribeye steak, we got the old-fashioned way. Let's eat a pemmican. So many great options for you guys. There we go. Eat a cooked meal, 10 for 10. As long as it's cooked. Doesn't matter what mutation you are. It can be a tea, it can be a pie, it can be a cobbler, etc., etc., etc. Many great options there for you guys. That's what we try to do on the channel, just to give you guys as many options as I can to help you guys out. Because not everyone's going to have, you know, these camp resources, so we have to, you know, improvise and do things the old-fashioned way. Let's take a look here. We're done. Done these dailies. Let's take a look at the weapon of the day. I'm sure you guys are interested in knowing what that is. Again, I haven't used it for quite a while. This one. Stalker's Tactical Pepper Shaker. Not in combat, plus 100% VATS accuracy at plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage. Plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge. Stalker's Explosive Lucky. Has a dual barrel. Laser magazine. Gunner sight. Just default appearance. 16 times 8 damage. 16 times 8 electrical damage. Now this one here takes cell. And it's automatic fire. And just an FYI, you get the mods for the pepper shaker from Briggs. Okay, using gold bullion. Now, the thing with the pepper shaker, if you've never used one before, you owe it to yourself to at least try it once. Even if you don't have a legendary effects one, you know, you buy one, you have gold bullion, buy a couple of the mods, just to try it out. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. Now, the thing with this pepper shaker, it benefits either as a heavy gunner build or a shotgunner build. Right now, I'm using the shotgunner build, but if I were to switch it to the heavy gunner build, nothing would really change on it. Alright, so just an FYI there, if you are wondering. And I find that the cell, the laser magazine, does a little bit more damage than the plasma and the shotgun. And as you guys can see, the projectiles still explode. So it's quite a unique weapon in its own right. And yeah, perk cards. So again, right now we're using a shotgunner build, but you can use a heavy gunner build. But I know when I switch them, that doesn't change anything. So Strength Master Shotgunner, Expert Shotgunner. sturdy frame scatter shot, and I know it's weird. And it kind of goes against all of our logic that we know about weapons here in the game. But even though I have that laser receiver, it still benefits from these shotgun perks. It's quite weird. Skeet shooter, concentrated fire, grenadier, suppressor, tenderizer, covert operative, enforcer, white knight, adrenaline, these random luck cards which activate randomly. Legendary perk cards, they don't change for me, they all stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Dre Wayne, Jew Demon, Confoundedbridge, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.